So it looks like Mohamed Salah is no longer that star we were so excited about. It looks like Klopp is really confused over how he's going to set up his squad, and it looks like Liverpool is going to get worse before it becomes better. So I'm going to get into this video. We need to talk about it. Click the like button, subscribe, and let's get the show started. So hello guys, welcome back to the Football Connect. I'm your host Sam, and we are back again with another one. And we are talking Liverpool versus Everton versus Liverpool, the game that was played today. Another game, another Merseyside derby, ended in a draw. And to be honest, I think that is a fair result compared to looking at how the players team played. But there is a lot and lots to discuss upon this game. Firstly, what is wrong with Klopp's team? Secondly, what needs to be done? And thirdly, do we think the player that was signed in the last transfer of the days can do the job that we need to see from Liverpool? Because at this moment, it's a worrisome thing that we are here, we are talking of Liverpool, and they haven't done anything. They haven't shown any courage of at least going somewhere. It's worrisome that it looks like things are getting worse rather than to get better. It's worrisome that it looks like we are not even, when it looks like things are getting better, they go back to worse. It looks like it's getting better, they go back to worse. Today against Everton, the lineup that was set up by Jurgen Klopp, which I have to say, a lot of people, even though might have predicted, I know a lot of people are not going to agree upon it, but a lot of people thought of it, and they were hoping that it could be one of the lineup that is set up. So the lineup that was set up was Joe Gomez, it was Alisson, Joe Gomez, Virgil van Dijk, Constantine Tsimikas, and Trent AlexanderArnold. We had Fabinho in the midfield alongside Harvey Elliott and Fabio Carvalho. Up top with Mohamed Salah, Luis Diaz, and Darwin Núñez. So what happened in this game was this. This was a good lineup, and we were excited also because we had Matip back exactly in the defense. We were excited that we had Roberto Firmino, Diego Jota back again. So there was a lot of hope that we were hopeful over whatever we're going to be presenting in this game. The game started. The young kids have been so amazing. Harvey Elliott, the last game, he was unplayable. So we were excited over that. Carvalho scored a goal, so of course you have to repair young kid after doing that, which we need to talk about him as well because he had to leave at halftime because of an injury. So because of the young kids, that meant that most of the heavy lifting had to be done by Fabinho because they don't have, let's face it, people, the stamina to at least keep up with the midfield of Aston Villa, of Everton, which was Onana, who was very good, Iwobi, and Davis, who also exchanged to this new guy. What's his name? The guy was back, Gian, who came back from PSG. So there was not really enough, to be honest, enough from the midfield of Liverpool, which meant that there was no anybody who was supplying balls up forward to Luis Diaz, to Darwin Núñez, which meant he had to drop in to try to win the balls from behind and try to attack. And for me, for a player like Darwin Núñez, a guy that I feel like will really thrive so much if he gets somebody who regularly assist him and as well get the space, pass him in the spaces that he creates, he'll be so lethal. For him to come back and try to get the balls, that is another game changer. It means that he doesn't give us the fullness of what we are expecting to get from him. That's how terrible it is. We were excited because we thought if Trent AlexanderArnold picked up from what he's been doing from the last season, assisting him, it was going to be a crazy and amazing Liverpool. But we are no longer getting that, people. We are missing that lethal shoots, lethal passes from Trent AlexanderArnold, which can eliminate a lot of defense and also give us a chance for this kid to score more goals. Because I'm telling you, there are more goals in the account for Darwin Núñez. He will definitely score goals, but not exactly to the level we are hoping he will. Not exactly to the level that we were expecting him to be. I told people on the video that I did, I'm gonna put it in the top corner there, where I told you that guys, don't expect this kid to be Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane has ran his race and is out. We expect this kid to just be Darwin Núñez and allow him to do what he can do. So it feels like we are still failing to get the better of him, and I think there's a lot that needs to change before it gets better. There's a lot that is going to have to be worked on in training before we start to see the perfectness of Liverpool. So it is a worrisome thing, and we are worried because it doesn't look like we're going to see any green light yet at the moment. But I'm telling you, this kid is going to be perfect. He's going to start scoring goals. And I feel like if Diogo Jota comes in, big changes have to be made. Yes, I have to say this. The big changes have to be made because Mohamed Salah has been out. It's totally criminal that the fact that he's still playing a game while he's not performing this good, while he's not performing at this level best. I know he's the highest paid player in Liverpool, but he's not giving us what he does. He's not turning all what he's doing into goals. We have not seen Salah since the beginning of the season, and we are already 6 minutes in the season. It's a worrisome thing. So let's see more from Diogo Jota. I believe he's going to play more in the Champions League, which I'm going to be talking about very soon. But let's see him coming in. The midfield now, that's where we have a problem. So we were excited. I was also surprised. Curtis Jones was no longer there in the midfield. I have no idea what has happened. Is he injured again? We had more defenders in our lineup of the substitutions than actually strikers. Where the Matip, Robertson, and Steph, and even Nathan Phillips. Where are the midfielders? You can't tell me that we only had 2 midfielders at the bench, which was James Milner and Arthur. Where are the midfielders? I thought Curtis Jones was back. I heard people saying that Thiago should be back. I heard that a lot of people should be back. Where were they? I didn't see them. That's where we suffered because Harvey Elliott and of course the young kid who went out, Carvalho, could not handle this game. It was too much for them. And Klopp had to take a deep midfielder and put on a striker, which means he's not yet trusting the players that he had there. He brought in James Milner to play Trent AlexanderArnold because again for another game, Trent AlexanderArnold disappears from the game. We didn't see him. So there is a lot that needs to be changed. They need to gain the confidence Liverpool because it's not yet there. We cannot see it at this moment. And there's a lot of worrisome to see. So I don't know how much we're going to get better. I have to say I was impressed by Virgil van Dijk. I chose him for my fantasy team and I think I got 6 from him, 6 points, which tells you that he was really good. It shows that he was really good. I was impressed. He was being the sweeper we are used to. I think Joe Gomez has struggled more than Virgil, but Virgil was perfect. So there is a lot of things that needs to be changed from Liverpool before it gets better. We need to be hopeful over the future for Liverpool, but not yet at the moment. And that has to at least try to sink in the brains of the players. The players we have found, they're not really more of assisters. All of them, they want to score goals. That's why there's gonna be less of goals that are put inside rather than to see at least an executions to actually produce the goals. So it's still a worrisome situation, but we need to be hopeful and wait that things can get better. But I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think Liverpool needs to do to make this better? Because I'm worried. But before we get to worrisome, we have to be hopeful as well. Because I'm telling you, even though we didn't play so well, we were good in terms of stats-wise because we had 60% of the game. We controlled the shots. We had 8 on targets. Pickford, by the way, he was good. We need to give him the respect he deserves. The guy was good and he did so well. We had 23 shots on target. We played so well, but we could not finish our chances. The strikers, I think Darwin Núñez was a shot he hit which Pickford bruised a bit and he hit the post. That was a lethal one. Diaz hits the post again. So, and Salah hit the post. So I know sometimes you need a little bit of luck in these games, and we didn't have that. So I hope that things can get better and Liverpool can start producing. But there is a worrisome people, and we need to be hopeful and still believe that things will get better before. But before they become better, they're gonna be a little bit worse because these are new guys who are getting used to a new club. It's not like Mane, Firmino, Salah, we're used to this. It's a new squad, and we need to accept that and be hopeful that the future is bright. Click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. I'm out, people. Peace. Be blessed. Before I go, by the way, watch the next video that comes, and also check out the big match preview on my playlist, cause more will be produced there. Thank you.
Beats the goalkeeper. You're just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Best, Diego Maradona, Johan Cruyff.